बोलना है 11 तारीख को 11 तारीख के लिए ना फोटो
Kids.
Are these from your science class? Yes. They have a science class going on at the moment because there's this thing on wheels which comes for this week, and there was, do we go to watch directly or do we continue with our science? Yes, we do both.
Fantastic.
Go back and we come back later. We come. वहाँ मिलेंगे आपको मिलने को आएंगे.
Okay. Excuse me. I might get in to get a photo on my phone too, please. Just one big second. You're smiling. Yeah, he's smiling.
Oh, nice. Ready, steady. Ready, steady. Nice.
थैंक यू किड्स आल्सो बी देयर थैंक यू बैठ लिया
सब ठीक है?
थैंक यू ठीक है सर
Just come together a little more. Yeah, okay, nice. Ready, steady.
वन लुक या
Old railway yard, waters in the Bombay Port Trust, and they had staff staying here, paramedics in this place. And we were fortunate to get it through the Bombay Port Trust and we spent a year renovating it. Fingers crossed, got all the donations in place, and we can now look after 165 families.
Beautiful.
It's a huge jump. The place that you may remember having come and looked after for a few days.
Yeah, taking it to another level.
And all those families, they're all like mainly farmers and school teachers, shopkeepers.
All over.
Yeah.
Only thing they have in common is the fact that their child is unwell.
Yeah. And the whole family comes, the mother and father come and stay.
And the siblings stay back home. It's quite difficult for families.
Yeah.
They can't have an income. They have an income generation program.
Yeah.
It's different things. So oh, it's the fourth. What's the fourth? The lift is just right. It's right here.
The sacred alone.
They'll meet you later.
Baskets roll to the center.
So this here is the Australian colour, and then the Indian blue. How long kidnap to make the basket? Smaller ones faster. Yeah.
And these are the rooms where the children will stay. Each child has their own room. So each family.
We about a unit together. This is a unit. So they get their own stuff. They get their own space. And there's a cover with their bed.
Mum and dad?
Mom and dad with the kid.
shower cubicles.
Yes. The whole day like.
Very good. Sleeping? Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, each family, has so this is what the buildings were like. And
So how long has it been before now?
this particular century started last September. It's been operating for very good program.
What a transformation you've done.
Absolutely, yes. So we went to the support.
Got rid of all the snakes and the rats.
Absolutely. The first time we came in, we weren't even allowed to enter. That is us actually walking to what is safe. No, because they were structurally sound.
Yes, just
We refurbished it, yes.
One second. 3 wheel. So glad you made me do this. So thankful you're doing it. Thank you. So I'm
You want to go wake them up again?
It is.
I want to buy some bags.
We organize that in
Is there someone maybe that we can
Okay.
जब मैं टमाटर को पिज्जा पिज्जा टमाटर बड़ा मजेदार हेलो
This is Asta, our music therapist. And this is Lara.
Hello kids.
हेलो
Having fun?
आपको उनका नाम पता है नहीं हम कैसे नाम जानते हैं हम क्या करते हैं
Oh.
So if you can play this and we all will sing your name.
My name is Brett.
My name is Brett. Ayal, Brett.
Brett.
ठीक है 1, 2, 3, go. Brett, 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 और उनका नाम क्या है पूछो पायल का तो हो गया नहीं है ना उनका नाम क्या है पूछो ना
Lana. Lana.
ठीक है अब हम लाना
बहुत सुंदर है ना बहुत सुंदर है
ओके तो अब लाना का भी नीट गाए हम सब चलो 1 if you can just pass on the time 1 2 3 go उनका नाम पूछो
उनका पूछो
She's the best.
You're up.
उनका नाम पूछो चलो पूछो पूछो कौन पूछेगा शुभांकर पूछेगा शुभांकर पूछो आपका नाम क्या है कौन पूछेगा कौन पूछेगा कौन पूछेगा
Hey, dear Randy.
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 He is the one.
Randy, 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 Randy,
sessions with parents, issues or going through something, she'll do some one-on-one sessions with them.
And they're all good singers.
Yes. I play guitar.
Yeah.
I play every instrument.
Yeah.
And I use many with them.
Yeah.
Primary, section.
And nice little guitar.
Yeah. Here you go. So we have
Bye-bye.
Chalo, let's sing bye-bye. You also
Yeah.
have a way to say bye-bye.
Okay. Hang on, let's go through.
Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye बोल रहे हैं? किसको बोल रहे bye, bye? Bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. अगली बार मिलेंगे. Bye, 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 bye. अगली बार मिलेंगे. Thank you.
Thank you, kids. Well done. Thank you, well done. Keep up the great work. See you later, guys. Girls. Bye.
आज तक anybody placed you
See you, Jesse.
Would you like to tell me that? Nandini, आओ जरा कार्ड देंगे आजा.
आजा, जाओ.
आओ कुंदन. गोविंद कौन आ रहा है? सब आ रहे हैं.
Wow, your bookmark.
चलो दीजिए.
दे दो
अभी क्या शर्मा?
दे दो चलो
Very shy यार.
For me? Thank you very much. Thank you, darling. Wow, who threw this?
That's really nice.
Beautiful.
Will you have a group shot with the kids?
Yeah.
Emily. Oh, no, let me take the picture.
Turn around, look at the camera.
इधर आ जाओ. आओ शुभंकर photograph खींचेंगे. इधर. Sorry. Okay, अभी क्या कहना है? देखो. क्या बोलना है? Very good. Yeah, that's it.
Cheese. Peace out.
और कुछ कहना है?
See you See, they all
Not
feel it.
loud enough. Yeah.
Right, kids?
जोर से जोर से.
Well done. Yay.
हाथ आ रहा है ना
Red बहुत लंबी है. बहुत लंबा है.
थैंक यू
धन्यवाद. Thank you.
Just some of these kids want to meet you too. Okay,
Kids? Good?
या excuse me look here
Good?
Yeah.
I'll come in the back. You guys switch over.
Okay. एक दो तीन.
3, 4, 5.
बस.
Take it. One second, John.
From that academy has now been employed here full-time at St. Jude's, delivering full-time music therapy programs to the kids and their families here. So we're very thrilled with our relationship with St. Jude's. They're a very professional NGO, wonderful to deal with. The quality of the programs that they deliver is first class. So to tell you a little bit more about St. Jude's, I invite Usha Banerjee, who's the CEO of St. Jude's, to just say a few words.
Music in the season of cricket, and I think both are universal and eternal. So I don't think we need to, differentiate the two. And I think because they're all more Australians here than Indians, it's okay if we do it backwards and upside down or whatever. And just begin by saying thank you. Really, that's most of what I want to say. Thank you, Brett, for doing this for us. Thank you for getting back into St. Jude's lives and being our music ambassador, music therapy ambassador. Thank you, Mr. Johar, for, you don't even know us, and I think that's really been this act of faith that you have decided that you want to sponsor music therapy here for us, and it's a wonderful thing because I just hope it's the beginning of long-term support. But what is it we do? We look after children who are being under treatment for cancer, and these children are brought here by their parents from different parts of the country. They all come from very poor families, and what we provide is not just the physical space, which is where you are, what you see, which is hygienic, cheerful living space where they have their own personal space, they have community area where we have activities for them. We have transport to the hospital, we provide them with foods so they can do their own cooking. But it's very much more than that, it's the emotional space and support that we give them. And music really is an integral part. It helps them unwind, it helps them deal with all the problems that they're dealing with now. And I think the fact that we have somebody on board with us has made a world of a difference. We have young children here whom you've seen, probably you could talk to their parents. It's made a lot of difference with their coping with and the healing process of what they're going through. So I think we have Asta who can talk more about music later, but I'd really like to say a few words on this occasion. Thank you so much.
Well, let me introduce you. Let me just do a small introduction. We were very fortunate through Brett actually to meet Mr. Randeep Singh Johar, who is the Vice Chairman of Jamna Auto Industries. And through their CSR initiative, they're supporting the full-fledged music therapy program here. So we're delighted to have Randeep with us today, along with the CSR head, Sanyam Amarata, who's been coordinating everything. Music is a difficult thing. A lot of people do not see the value when there are so many other problems here in India. But we're happy to find a like-minded person. So we invite Randeep to say a few words, please.
Emily, many thanks for the kind words. Firstly, congratulations for the center. quite frankly, I mean, even though we do a lot of CSR, what inspired me was Brett. And I met him a couple of weeks, maybe a month back, and it was amazing to see an Australian citizen coming to India and contributing his time, energy, money, and collecting no money from India, which was very disappointing. And I just said, I'm going to follow whatever Brett does. We have to do. As an Indian, it's our responsibility. There's somebody who's contributing so much for us. Why can't we do something for him? So it's been a blind faith, and I'm so happy that Brett's involved in this. My first impression is excellent. It's so professional. It's so well managed. The vibes are so nice, and I feel so humbled and so blessed that I'm a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for those words. So I think now we'd like to hear from our actual clinical music therapist, Asta. Is she here?
Yeah, she's the best.
Do you want to grab her? Actually, for those who are not aware, music therapy is actually a clinically proven, research-backed approach. It's a complementary therapy, and it really provides a lot of value add to children here who are going through chemotherapy treatment, to help them manage their pain, to help them with their emotional coping mechanisms, and then because they're feeling better through the music and things like that, they're able to respond a lot better to the chemotherapy and the overall experience that they're having here. So to just tell us a little bit more about clinical music therapy, we invite Asta Luthra, who's our clinical music therapist, to say a few words. I think she's just coming. Yeah. Yay, the lady of the moment. Asta, you please come and stand. So I was just telling them a little bit about music therapy. If you want to just explain more about the clinical side of things and how it works actually.
Okay. So basically, when we talk about clinical aspect of music therapy, then we are not only working on someone's what we say cultural side of music, or only just taking part or making them part of an activity. It's not only that, it changes a part as in a dimension in the brain. So basically with music, all four parts of the brain works together. So there we create those kind of activities which change them and transform any kids or any individual's activity or their mindset. So that is what we do in music therapy. Soon we'll be doing something with you as well. We wish you to take part in it.
So I think it would be great if we could hear from some of the parents and the students.
You want them, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Do we have a couple of...
Give me a second, I'll just call them.
My wife Lan, and we're obviously very, very proud and honoured to be here today. And Randeep, thank you so much for your contribution, and obviously Gemno Auto Industries that have dug deep to support St Jude's. To me, this is something that's very close to my heart. I love music. I've always been a big fan of music, and I know what music can do to you when you're going through good times and also bad times. And music therapy, from what I've learnt over the last several years, that it can actually change the way that people can heal themselves. You know, it complements the therapy. It allows children to... Too big? Yeah. Too tall? It actually... So music therapy, it can complement their treatment in terms of making them, you know, they're going through less pain with their treatment. Obviously can make them smile, be happy. And the whole mental side of, you know, where they can ease their treatment through being happy. That's what it's about. It's about changing their lives. So, you know, we're very honoured, we're very proud to team up with St Jude's. They're a wonderful organisation that are doing, you know, some amazing things, not only here in Mumbai, but throughout all of India. You see the kids come in. Come in, guys. I think the obvious question that I get asked a lot is... The obvious question I get asked a lot is, why music and why not sport? Now, I'm a fan of both. I've always said that if I wasn't playing cricket, I'd like to be a rock star. And still one day I want to be a rock star. I'm sure my wife would agree, but it's my little outlet away from sport. Every time I come home after a game of cricket, pull out the guitar or get on the piano, and if I've had a bad day and Sachin Tendulkar's got another 100 against Australia, it's my way to de-stress myself, to actually just relax and get ready for tomorrow's game. So I know what music and the therapy that it's got to me, it can change, you know, my state of mind and make me feel a lot better. And I know it's doing a lot of great and wonderful things with the children, not only here at Mumbai, but it will be throughout the rest of India, which is our dream. But St Jude's are wonderful, what they've done, as I said, Randeep, and what his company's done. Jamna Auto Industries have been fantastic to back us and support us. And as I said, you know, myself and my wife Lana are very, very committed to making sure that, you know, we can keep this going. And obviously thanks to them for your help.
Yeah, as Brett mentioned, we'd like to take this music therapy across all the St. Jude's centres across India. So that's our vision for one day.
Any questions?
Actually, before we have questions, I think this little girl has something to say. Do you got a message?
Message?
Aston, do you have something? Very brave. Can you translate for Brett?
So she's saying that her name is Vella, and whenever she likes to come in music class, and she's one of a good singer as well. We have, yes, and when she comes to the group therapy work, then she feels like she's sitting with everybody in the village, and then when she participates, she likes it, she enjoys a lot. So she feels like she has nothing. No disease, nothing. And she feels very comfortable being in group, sharing and everything.
She feels normal.
Yeah, quite normal, yeah.
And that's the thing that we've noticed, and thank you so much for your beautiful words. That's what we've noticed with children, is that when they go and have their music therapy, they actually feel like all their weight's lifted off their shoulders. You know, you see the smile on their faces, you see the look in their eyes, that, you know, their eyes are glowing, you know, they're smiling from their eyes when they're listening to music. And when we walked upstairs, and thank you for your lovely playing of the guitar too and singing, the kids are all shaking the tambourines and the little shakers, and they don't need to play guitar or have to learn piano, but it's being in that environment where there is music going on, which is incredible. So it definitely does work, and I know that it brings a smile to my face every time I see music and listen to music.
So does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask about music therapy first?
Boom de boom de. Mic लगा दे.
Oh, and we've got someone. Yeah, please, come.
Anirma.
Grandmother, little brain tumor, and she couldn't learn well. She got operated, she couldn't do anything. Because of music therapy, now she's responding. And she's even loving dancing and singing and just loves it.
What's that age? Kid that age?
Going to be 2. She's going to be 2 and 16.
On the 16th, she'll be 2.
Okay. Well, we have a daughter, and she's 1.5. A little Cinderella-ky.
So yesterday she was walking for the first time. We all saw her walking. So she was wearing her raincoat and
Okay, does anyone have any questions?
Do you think they've got with all the media? All right. So now that we've got the audio set up, obviously it's a great pleasure once again to be here. And I want to say a big thank you to Randeep, and through your contribution, and obviously all the hard work that you have done with St Jude's, and obviously Gemna Auto Industries and the work that you do, and obviously all the hard work that St Jude's do. We want to support and make sure that we help through music therapy. My wife Lana and I are very, very committed We love coming to India. We believe that no child should have to be in pain or suffer. And this is one way that music therapy complements the sort of processes that the kids go through with all their therapy. It's a different way to look at what they're going through. It changes the lifestyle, it changes their behaviour, it changes their outlook on life, it makes them smile, it eases the pain that they're going through. And what we've seen upstairs with all the children playing music and listening to music, the smile on their faces, it just blows me away. So we're really keen to keep this going. This is going to be a long-term commitment from me and my wife, and obviously with all the hard work and the support from the media to make this possible. So the kids are the real stars here. I'm just trying to be the conduit between the media and making sure that the right message gets across, and then the kids obviously get the benefit of the music therapy. So we're really proud of what we've seen so far, and obviously all the hard work behind the scenes that St Jude's do. So well done to everybody, and obviously to Emily to make this possible today.
Any questions? Yes?
Yeah, so I would like to know in Astha, right? So in a music therapy session, what exactly happens? Tell me how you conduct a session.
Okay, so we generally go for individual sessions and group sessions. The one who are too much in pain or anxiety or anxious or not feeling comfortable, very new to St. Jude, very new to the treatment, they all kids come individually, and we try and give them a platform where they can, where they can just explore what they want to do. It's not about I designing anything or telling them that let's sing this, let's sing that, or let's play this instrument or do anything. They do it themselves. So they pick an instrument from a bunch of instruments. We have got lots and lots of instruments here. They pick their own instrument and they tell us what to do. So if somebody wants to play, they play. If somebody doesn't want to play and relax the whole time, they relax. If somebody wants to talk, they talk. Somebody wants to say a story in the singing method, they do that. So everything is according to the child. And when we do a group therapy, then we try and give them small activities. Small activities are designed, but their own behavior and their own whatever they want to bring in the group socially, they do it themselves. We do not give them a particular feedback that you cannot do this, you cannot get up, you cannot have anything else, you just have to sit here. No, it's all about them, all by them.
And they do sessions with the parents as well, because the parents are going through a lot actually. So it's a wonderful release and way for them to express what they're feeling, what they're going through, and that helps unburden a lot of the angst and pain and all.
Like everybody here is from a different area, so they have their own folk songs and they have their own marriage songs. All those songs they bring up together, we sing together. I am just a facilitator to tell them, let's come up, let's sing, let's share. And when they start sharing, then it happens to be big and they share more. So sometimes they are very anxious in their heads, let's say, that what will happen to our child. And slowly, like opening up, sharing with other parents consoling them, telling them it will be okay, my child is from 9 months, 1 year. And then they get a little better and feel that our child is quite happy here because they get a place to sing, they get a place to read, they get a place to study, they get a place to play outside. Such a big campus we have. So they're quite happy, kids are quite happy here. So I myself have seen so many parents and children crying while they go back from here. Like we also cry, oh, she's going or he's going back home. But yes, there is a happiness that they're going back. But everybody loves to be here. Like it's not a burden ever to come here in the morning and do music because it's so much fun. It is quite a... Music therapy is one of the good things, not only functionally, but emotionally also it helps everyone to be at the best.
How many children approximately in this center?
Right now we have 120, I think.
Full capacity is 165.
Yeah.
So, but but this is a new center, so actually the families are still coming to fill it.
Yes, that's it.
Any other questions up the back here?
Yeah. One more question on the Champions Trophy going around.
Let's just finish with the music therapy questions first, and then we'll get to a couple of
Any
Tora
other
Tora
music
cricket
therapy
questions.
session questions?
Tora Tora.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them came in late, so the children are waiting very patiently for
Yeah.
the other side.
Okay.
So Brett can just cross over to the other side and probably jam with the kids like he did upstairs.
I'll do a photo of.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to do this Champions Trophy?
I'll just do. Yeah.
Shall we go there?
Yeah.
One second.
I think that's one.
Okay.
One. What do you want a photo?
With the kid or the...
The kid.
Do you want to come and stand here, sweetie?
किसका चाहिए फोटो?
They need view. Viewer. Excuse me. चला. Spoon.
बूम निकालो है बूम लाइट जले लो
Will she sit here or not?
स्टूल के ना पार्टी स्टूल के
I know that you want one quick question, but I'll do one answer.
Guys, please keep quiet.
Look, obviously it's been a great tournament so far with the Champions Trophy, and the thing that I've enjoyed is watching the way that India are playing. They're playing some really good cricket. You know, they've got a game, I think it's tomorrow or tonight actually. Playing tonight, yeah. So they had a great win, against Pakistan the other day. Clinical win. They came out. They looked as though that they've got the right team. They've got some great balance with both batting and bowling, and I can see them going a long way in this tournament. Australia's been a little bit, 2 games washed out, one against the Kiwis and one against the other night, so it wasn't good for Australia. But it's a good Group A that they're in, and I just think it's a very strong tournament. I like the tournament because it's short and sweet, 2.5 weeks, and now we're coming to the sort of the business end. But in terms of hopes, who will I think will win? I think India are a good chance. I also want to back my country as well, Australia, because I think they're a very good chance of winning as well. But India are playing some really, really good cricket. Thanks, guys. Thank you very
We
much.
have one more photo op with the children.
अरे क्या यहाँ से
वो बैनर है क्या फिर क्लियर करो पीछे का
अरे हाँ उल्टा बघतो कम लिटले आहे अरे तिला मागे
मैडम आ जाओ
Keyboard मस्ती है ना? Big smile, big smile.
ब्रेक हेलो अपना हाथ लेफ्ट या लेफ्ट साइड लिटली राइट साइड लिटली लेफ्ट साइड
Take it. Thank you, kids.
sit and play
अरे जरा ऊपर घुस अरे आप पढ़े स्वप्निल
अरे वीडियो
अरे रोहन स्वप्निल थोडंसं पाठी होतं का
बायकोला घ्या एक्सक्यूज मी मॅडम राहू दे कट करा ना तिला
भेटली
Twinkle, twinkle.
They know what I said.
ए प्रदीप
प्रदीप मागे जरा
प्रदीप पाटील
of the bush is seen. Love, Kookaburra, love, Kookaburra, day your life must be. Love, Kookaburra, love, Kookaburra, day your life must be. Thank you.
So this bread, look with one or two of these kids. Just one. Those come. There we go.
Medley. Lee. Medley.
The kookaburra.
Okay.
ठीक है